Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about KENOBI Episode 4. So if you haven't seen it, watch it, come back. And then I'm going to be talking about the potential Joker sequel, and is it even needed right now? I don't think so, but we'll get into it. So, Justin, you haven't seen KENOBI at all, so this is definitely spoilers for you. But last night I watched Episode 4. So Episode 4 came out on Disney Plus. I usually watch it at around 12 when I get home from work anyways. Now, I was super excited because the episode before, we got Vader. And we got Vader and KENOBI fighting, even though the fight was lackluster, and we can get into all that at another time. I was still thinking to myself, okay, cool, Episode 4, boom, right? So it starts off with him in the back to tank. He wakes up from, his injuries. He's in the back to tank, which would have been perfect for flashbacks, right? Everybody was like excited. You brought Hayden Christensen back. Let's get some Clone Wars flashbacks, right? You see them in the back to tank together, Vader and Obi-Wan. They have like this moment. That would have been right there. And it sucks, bro, because Star Wars is going through like a really bad time right now where like everybody's toxic. And if you have any legit criticism, it's toxic. And you don't know what you're talking about. And it's so fucking frustrating, bro, being a Star Wars fan right now, because as you guys know, if you watch me or know me in life, real life, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Like, I love Star Wars, bro. And it sucks because anytime you say anything now, it sucks because Disney, I don't think the actors and the directors are doing this, but Disney's definitely playing a part in this. Like Deborah Chow, she's the director of Obi-Wan, right? If you have any criticism of the directing, you're criticizing an Asian woman director. If I criticize Riva, oh, you just don't like her because she's a black woman. If I criticize this guy, oh, you just don't like him. No, bro, listen. And I said this last episode. There's plenty of women and people of color in Star Wars that are beloved. No one says a damn thing about them. You know why? Because they acted good, the writing was good, and the directing was good. And that's just what it comes down to. So there was reports, Justin, where like the writer for the show was saying he didn't know certain things that you should know going into this, like, because clearly he didn't watch the Revenge of the Sith. So in my head, I'm like, why are these guys hiring people who don't know the source material? Like, they just don't understand the source material. Why are you hiring them? Why are they getting a job? And it sucks because then people like me are like, oh, wow, if you guys would have just hired me, I would have took less money and I feel like I could have wrote a better story that made sense, that didn't break canon, and like what people would enjoy. Oh, so you think it is better than these people? I'm not saying I am, but like, this isn't the first time Disney Star Wars has like made people hella mad because they just don't get it. I remember, I don't know if you remember this, Justin, because like I said, you didn't really keep up with KENOBI like that, but before this season came out, they promised us our episodes because it's a 6-episode limited series, right? And they promised us 6 episodes. Last episode that came out last night was 38 minutes long. Like, you can't have that in a limited series, right? We weren't promised a season 2, right? So going into this, we think it's 1 season. It's a limited series, 1 season. How in God's green earth did you give us a 38-minute episode in a 6-episode series, and then when we complain about it, we're just fanboys? We're just toxic fanboys, and we're crybabies, and we're man babies, and that's the state of what we're in right now with Star Wars. If you say anything, bro, you're toxic, a man baby, a crybaby. It sucks, man. I can't even give real criticism because I feel like people are gonna like, oh, another white straight cis man. You know what I mean? It's coming down to that. Like, I still like the actress they chose for young Leia, and there was scenes in the episode where like Riva's like interrogating little Leia, and it looked like a cheap knockoff of like a cop movie. When like the cop slams the papers on the desk. Where's the Goyle? Where's the Goyle? Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Like, it just like, that was kind of cringy to watch. The episode had some good moments in it, and I'm not gonna lie, it was cool seeing McGregor back in the role with the blue lightsaber. Like, that, all that stuff's cool, right? See, Vader was in the episode. Vader was at the end of episode 4, but he was in that. Cool. All good. I love it. But you can't have a 38-minute episode in a limited series, especially when this season only has 6 episodes. Now, you're telling me that the next 2 episodes have to be complete bangers for this to average out. I don't think they can do it, man. They've already shown that I don't think they're going to. There was so much hype for this show, man. How the hell do you make a KENOBI show with the original actor and Hayden Christensen returning, and in this episode, not only is this episode 38 minutes long, Riva gets more screen time. She has the same amount of screen time as KENOBI. How does that happen. This is what I was telling you earlier in the podcast episode, Asen, how Stranger Things just blows this out the water. Writing wise, story, directing, like everything, it blows, and it shouldn't. That's the problem. It shouldn't blow KENOBI out the water. This show shouldn't be getting shitted on, but instead it is getting shitted on. They let that story leak that the writer didn't know that KENOBI knew whether or not he knew that Vader was Anakin or not. Why would you let that story leak? Why would you let it leak that Moses Ingram has never seen Star Wars before she took this role? What, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Does that sound stupid to you? Like, why would you let that leak? Before the show even comes out, you guys are like, oh yeah, we warned her about racist fans, and like I kind of low-key think Disney knew this show wasn't gonna do as good, so they kind of just jumped out and kind of, here's a scapegoat for it. And I'm telling you right now, bro, like that sucks. That sucks that this show had to do that. Now, I still like episode 1. Episode 2 was decent. Episode 3, I liked. Yeah, you know, and then so episode 4, not really. Not really. And I was really disappointed with that runtime. And you could have made it longer. And I don't know. It's like, you guys comment below. What do you guys think of the KENOBI show so far? What did you think of episode 4 in particular? Did you agree with? I think the runtime from now on, Disney Plus and Star Wars especially, start making longer runtimes. Okay, it's not gonna work if you have 6 episodes in one season and the 4th episode is 38 minutes long. That just doesn't work, and it's not going to. Also, hire writers who know what the fuck they are talking about. You've never, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you hire people like, I've never seen Star Wars before, then why the fuck are you writing for a Star Wars? Why are you writing for it, dude? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how they think that model works. Oh, let's hire people who don't know what they're talking about? And then when we say something, you're just toxic. Comment below, guys, like I said. Then we're going to get into... So, Todd Phillips had put out a picture on his Instagram, and we'll put it up right here. They're probably, in like pre-production for the new Joker movie, right, Edison? It's like either pre-production or they're working on like a script. That's what I assumed by the picture.
I think it's just like maybe the script is like final. Like maybe they're like, hey, the script's done. Now let's hop into the...
Now, the point of this next topic is, should the Joker even get a sequel? I think the Joker was good enough by itself. It shouldn't have got a sequel. That's just where I'm at right now, because I can kind of see them going in a direction that's away from DC and away from like the Batman lore and kind of doing their own thing. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not interested in that. There's a lot of people who probably agree with me, but there's probably a lot of people who don't. And that's okay. We all think different things. But if the Joker if the Joker 2 starts to go away from like Gotham and Batman and just the lore in general, like, I'm not interested, bro. I'm not interested in like an artsy, let's make an art movie and let's make an artsy, I don't know. I know that sounds really weird and really selfish of me to say that, but I'm not interested in seeing that. So if they're not going to introduce any type of any Batman lore or anything, then it's not a Joker movie. I'm probably in the minority on this, but they should have kept Joker 1 a standalone movie if they weren't going to add him into either an existing universe or create an existing or create a universe within his movies. Now, the title of the script, you said it meant like split personalities, or it's like
it's a shared disorder between two people.
Okay.
Which I took that as like
what Willem Dafoe's comments were talking about.
No, I thought it was like, what is his, Arthur Fleck? Yeah. I thought it was like him and Joker, how they're like two separate personalities. That's what I took it as. It could mean something completely different.
I kind of hope they go with the whole Willem Dafoe route. Like, he inspired another person who claims they're the Joker. He's the Joker. And
yeah, I think that's probably the more likely situation. You were talking about 3 Jokers, which I thought is like the more canon story they could go with, but that's not what the title of the script was implying.
That'd be cool if they went either way. I think doing the Willem Dafoe route or the 3 Jokers route would be good.
No, yeah, I think that is... I don't know how they don't do that.
Imagine it's a guy that was inspired by Joker who claims he's the real Joker, and then the real Joker's like, and it's like a battle between Jokers, bro. That would be actually lit as fuck, dude. And why? And like the fact that Willem Dafoe looks like the Joker on the images I've seen, and no one's casted him yet, it's almost a crime against humanity at this point, dude. So let's get him on board. But did you think the Joker should stay a standalone movie, or do you think like let's wait till the sequel comes out to judge whether or not that should be a thing?
No, I think it should be a standalone movie. I'm not complaining that they're making a second one though.
Yeah, I'll still watch it. Sorry, I mean I know I sounded like probably like a douchebag in the beginning talking about like the artsy, but I know that's what they're trying to go with there, bro. It's like if you didn't tell me that movie was called Joker, it would probably take me a while when I'm watching it to realize like, oh, they're trying to make a Joker movie because
Yeah.
besides like the Thomas Wayne and like some other stuff, they don't really connect. And I can see them doing that for the sequel. I can see them not connecting the Joker, and it's like, bro, I'm not interested in that. Like, if you're not trying to at least connect it to Batman lore, but why are we doing it, dude? It's like making Mr. Freeze, and he's not even in Gotham or Batman. It's like, bro, I'm good off that, dude. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. If this episode does come out before the podcast, either way, go check that out. We drop on Monday. Yeah, peace.